My name is Nebosvod Gonzalez. I am the son of dePape. I have an important story to share with the world. The story of my life and my childhood. To read the full story, go to Nebosvodgonzalez.com. dePape is my father. He took care of me for many years. David took me to many different fun places nearly every day. He took us to the beach a lot and built sandcastles with us. He played water gun battles with us. We fed the ducks together at the lake. My dad took me to the little farm in Tilden. They have animals there that you can pet. My dad opened the bunny pen and let me pet the bunnies. That was the cutest thing ever. My dad took us to the Botanical Garden in San Francisco and in Tilden. Those are some of the prettiest places ever. We walked around there a lot and looked at the pretty plants. We played tag and hide and go seek. My dad tried his best to be a good dad. He tried his best to make us happy. I will forever appreciate my father. Anyways, my dad bought us lots of Legos and helped us build giant Lego spaceships. My dad took us to the ice rink every day in the winter for years. He would play snowball fights with us and cheer us on at the ice rink. Those are some of the best memories of my childhood. My father taught me how to read and write. He taught me math. When I got interested in 3D special effects, my father learned 3ds Max and taught me how to use the software. 3ds Max is a 3D special effects and animation software used by Hollywood and other big studios. My father had lots of political views and told me about a lot of different things. My father is not a Republican or a Democrat. My father says those are just covers and colors. What matters is the policies of each individual person, and each individual person is unique, and it isn't about right or left. That's just a distraction. My father had progressive views. He really believed in human rights, equality, and justice. He was against war and was a peace activist. My father is a really sad person. If you look into his eyes, there's so much sadness there. My father told me many very sad stories about his truly tragic life. Almost no person has been through so much suffering. My father has large scars on both of his wrists and on his ankles. My father said I might be Jesus Christ. He doesn't claim he is definitively Jesus Christ. He was stating it's awfully suspicious that he has stake scars on the front and back of both of his wrists and on his ankles, just like Jesus. It's honestly really sad to see the stake marks on his ankles and wrists. He was told that he was born with stakes in his wrists and ankles. My father told me that when he was a child, his mother would beat him. My father said that he really didn't like his grandfather. Being with him was so absolutely horrific. It was so terrible that he would swim out into the bay and spend hours in the water until the day was over and it was time to go home. He said he was scared when he was a little boy. He said he was scared that the sharks would eat him. He said that the powerful currents almost drowned him. Being with his grandfather was so terrible that he would rather be in the water than be with his grandparents. My father said that's how he became a very good swimmer. When David was a toddler, his grandmother dumped a pot of boiling water on him. A piece of his clothing melted into his flesh, and the scar is still there. And there is another really big patch of burnt skin on his shoulder. My father told me that he really tried to be a nice person to other people when he was a kid. He said he still barely had any friends in school. He was bullied a lot. He had a really hard time getting through school. He said that he always hated school and it was terrible. My father told me that his parents were always super mean to him and incredibly cruel and punishing. It's really sad to see how much suffering my father has been through. I really hope he doesn't have to go through any more suffering. I really hope he doesn't have to go through any more suffering, because it's honestly all just very sad and tragic. I've been mad at my dad for all the times he was mean to me, but at some point in my life I thought about it and remembered the stories of my father's childhood. I realized my father has been through so much suffering and abuse. I could not wish more suffering on a soul that has been through so much suffering. God sees the world through the eyes of compassion and forgiveness. If you want to be more like God, you should look at the world through the eyes of compassion. Imagine having stakes hammered through your wrists and ankles when you're a baby. Imagine having boiling hot water poured all over you when you're just a couple of years old, burning a piece of cloth into your flesh. Imagine having to swim out into the ocean and battle strong currents and waves to escape your grandparents' abuse. Imagine being beaten daily by your parents and being ridiculed by everyone around you, by your family, by your school, and the world. Reports say that my father has a dislocated shoulder. That is a very painful injury. I feel very sad that he is in so much pain. I hope people have compassion for my father, David dePape. I really love my dad, and I don't want him to suffer anymore. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and share and spread my message. And for more information, go to nebosvodgonzalez.com. My name is Nebosvod Gonzalez. I am the son of David dePape. Thank you. Good day.